Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve a problem called 1.TwoSum. So let's take a look at this question first. So we are given an array of integers and we want to return the indexes of the two numbers such that they add up to a specific target. And then we take a look at an example here. So we are given an integer array, it called numbers, and this is an integer array, and we have another input, it is an integer array called target. So we want to have the indexes of the two numbers which can add up to a specific target. So the index of the two numbers at 0 and 1, so we will output 0 and 1 as an integer array. Okay, so first I want to check the input and the output. So for this problem, the input is one of my input is an integer array called numbers, and another input is an integer number called target, and the output is an integer array which contains the indexes of the two numbers, so it should be an integer array. I called it result here. And to make this problem more clear, I want to document some assumptions here to make some ambiguous information more clearly. So my first question is that, is this array sorted or it is not sorted? So we assume it is not sorted here. Another question is that, can we reuse the number of this integer array? We assume we can't reuse. We can't reuse the number. This is for the input ambiguous information, and for the output, I want to make sure that if we can't find any valid solution, what we should return. So in this situation, we can just return -1 if no solution. We just return -1. And if we can find multiple solutions, we assume we just return the first. Return just the first one. And is this output, the number in this output of integer array is sorted, or it is just flexible and sorted just like that? So we assume the numbers in the result, it is flexible, it is unsorted. We don't need to output the numbers in the result in any specific order. Okay, so those are my assumptions. I feel we make this problem more clearly. Okay, let's double check. Okay, so for the solution of this problem, I want to document my approach here. So to solve this problem, because we want to get the indexes of the two numbers such that they can add up to a specific target, so I want to have a hash map to store some information of each number, like the key should be the value of each number in the array, and the value of this hash map should be the index of each number, because we can check whether when we find one number, we can check whether we have another number which equals target minus the current number. Okay, so our then we can traverse this array, and during our traversal, first we need to put each number in this hash map, and before we put each number into the hash map, I want to check whether there is a number equals target minus the current number. Let's call it numbers I. If the hash map contains the target minus numbers I, it means we already find the result, and then we can return. So we also need to put each number in the hash map here. Okay, so let's do some coding. So first I want to initialize my output as result, and we initialize it at an int array, which is -1, -1, because if there's no solution, we need to return -1, -1. Then we have a hash map. The value of this hash map will be the value, the key of this hash map will be the value of each number in this array, and the value of this hash map will be the index of each number in this array. Then we traverse this integer array. We will put each number into the hash map. So the key is the value of each number, and the value is the index. And every time when we do the traversal, we need to check whether there is another number which equals target minus numbers I. We check whether map contains key target minus numbers I. If it contains, it means that we already found the two numbers. One number is target minus numbers I. The other number is the current number, which is numbers. So these two numbers can add up to the specific target number. So then we can update our result because we want to get the index of the two numbers. So the first number in our result can be map.get target minus numbers I. And the second number in our result, it can be the current numbers index. So after we found one solution, we can break and return the result. So we break here, and then we return the result. So for this problem, the time complexity will be O(n) because we traverse this integer array for one time, and the space complexity will be O(n) because we use the hash map to store the some information of this integer array. And then we can go through a test case. For example, we go through this example. The integer the integer array is 2, 7, 11, 15, and the integer target number is 9. So we have a hash map. And first we traverse this integer array. First we check whether the map contains target minus numbers I, which is 2. We check whether 9 minus 2, which is 7. No, the hash map is now right now, so we put the current number 2 and the index of the current number 0 here. Then we come to the second number, which is 7, and then we check whether map contains 9 minus 7, which is 2. Oh, we already have the key of 2, so here we can update the result. We can update the result here. So the first number in this result will be map.get 9 minus 7, which is 2. So we got 2. The key is 2, the value is 0, so we got 0 here. And we update the second number is the current number's index, which is 1. After we find one solution, we can break and return the result here. So our result will be an integer array which contains 0 and 1. Okay, this is my solution. Now we run the code. It accepted and we submit. Okay, thank you for watching.